Hi, hello, welcome to or back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing the 24 books I need to read in 2024. I thought this would be super fun and I decided to make the list in my reading journal. Here it is. And we're going to go through them, and I've seen a couple of people do this, so I thought I'd join in and hopefully I get to all these books. If I don't, it's not the end of the world, and I thought it'd be fun, like the end of 2024, which sounds like so long away now, but we all know how fast time goes. But at the end of 2024, I can like come back to this video, we can do a video to see how many of these books I read. Hopefully all of them, but we'll see. First on the list we have Twisted Lies by Anna Huang. I have put this on so many TBRs and I just really need to get to it because it's the last book in a series. I can finally check off one of my series. I'm not in the middle of too many, but I just cannot be in the middle of absolutely tons. So I would really like to get to this, and also I am just really excited for Christian's story because everyone hypes this book up, everyone loves him, loves this story. I know from reviews this is either a book you love or hate. I think I'm gonna love it. If you don't know what the Twisted series is about, it's like a series with a group of people, a group of friends, and they all have their own love story. This one is about Stella and Christian. Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow by Gabrielle Zevin, which I have already started. I did soft DNF this, not because I wasn't enjoying it, but simply because it's a very slow read, and also because I wanted to read Christmassy books during December, and I started this in November and didn't finish it. It is a really good story, it's just very slow paced, and it's like hard to read it in one sitting, I guess, but I do love the story so far, and I have started it up again this month, so hopefully I can get through it. It's just very slow, and it's not like a bad thing, like it's not slow in a bad way, it's slow because it's like very meaningful, it's telling a lot, a character study more than a plot heavy book, which isn't a bad thing. Like, I don't mind a character study. This is basically, I'm gonna do like really short synopsis because I don't want this video to be too long, but this is basically about two gamers who met in a hospital room. They grow a really close friendship, but something happens and then they don't speak for years, and then they see each other again and decide to make a game together. That's like a really small synopsis. That does not do this book justice. There is so much packed into this, so many emotional connections. The friendships in this are like so beautiful. There's a lot of sad elements to this book, so yeah, and I can't wait to read the rest of it. Don't know why I haven't read it yet, like I really don't. I think I'm gonna do like a popular fantasy reads video soon, so should hopefully get this book done, and that is Divine Rivals by Rebecca Ross. I have heard that this book is really romantic, it's really beautiful, it's very whimsical, which is extremely me. Like, that's the kind of fantasy I love. I love a romanticism. This cover just gets me so excited because these characters so pretty. I love the cover so much, and I just know I'm probably gonna be obsessed with it, and I just really need to get to it. I don't know why I seem to put off books that I'm really excited about. I don't understand it either. This is An Enemies to Lovers. I'm pretty sure, like, hopefully I get the synopsis right. I think I'm correct. But basically this girl is sending letters to her brother. She writes the letters and then puts them in her wardrobe, and somehow they disappear. And they're actually going to her enemy, who works in the same environment. I don't exactly know where they work, I'm pretty sure, but I think they're work rivals. I could be wrong there, but I'm pretty sure that's correct. And he's responding to her, so they're basically sending these letters to each other, and they build up a really strong connection. I'm not sure if she knows who she's writing to. I guess I'll find out when I read it. Next up we have Haunting Adeline by H.D. Carlton. It is painful, like, waiting to read this. I just haven't had the time. I need to read it. The way Haunting Adeline ended, I need to jump into this, and if I don't get to it in January, I'll definitely get to it in February, even though February is like the love month, and this is defo, it's a love story, but it's like not one that's healthy. That's the best way to put it. It's definitely not a healthy relationship. It's very dark, but I'm addicted to it. I'm not going to say what this one's about. I don't even know what this one's about. I'm just going to jump into it. But the first book in the series is about Zade Meadows and Adeline. Adeline realises that someone is stalking her, Zade, and she's constantly got this shadow around her. She always sees him out of her window. He is obsessed with her. Like, when I like literally say obsessed, I mean he's literally stalking her, and he will not let her near any men. He controls her, he stops her from doing things. It's extremely toxic, but it's so addictive, like next level addictive, and I love the story. Kind of love them two together, even though I shouldn't. I don't know, there's something about it. It's just really good. You either get it or you don't, and I freaking love this. And like, thank you to Larry. Like, Larry is the one that made me want to read this series, and I just love her for that, because I am also addicted to this series like she is. So yeah, hopefully I can get to this very soon. Also, I would like to apologise if you can hear a whining dog. It is my next door neighbour's dog, and they are currently on holiday, so it's always whining. They do have someone going over to the house and looking after the dog, but it just misses their owners. Keeping 13 by Chloe Walsh. It's a long book, and I need to have the time to read it. I don't want it to take me forever to read. I want the time where I can read it in like a week, and I just haven't had the time to do that yet, because I know that if I just start it and I can't finish it in a week, it's going to really annoy me, because it's one that I just love so much and I want to be able to like binge. So yeah, I've been waiting to find the time for it, but this is going to break my heart. I know it is, but I feel like it's going to put it back together after the first one, hopefully. Fingers crossed, because this is the last book in the series of Johnny and Shannon's story, so I'm assuming it has a happy ending, because these two characters deserve a freaking happy ending. Oh my god. The whole series is like different people in a group again. I love those series where it's like a friendship group and they all get a love story. Like, love it so much. The first one in the series is Binding 13, which is about Johnny and Shannon. Johnny is a rugby player. He's an upcoming rugby player star. He has a lot of pressure on him because he's like one of the best, and he's struggling with that a little bit, is all I'll say. And then also Shannon is going through a lot of abuse in her household. She's a very sad girl. She's been through a lot of bullying, and she just has it really, really rough, and it's super heartbreaking, the things that she has to suffer. Please check trigger warnings for this book. Shannon's storyline is literally like heartbreaking. It makes you feel sick. Johnny notices Shannon and he feels like he needs to protect her, because he can see that she's not doing the best, and he's also got some sort of pull towards her. There's just something about her that he finds really special. Yeah, I love Johnny and Shannon so much. Iron Flame, which will be the death of me, because I just don't want to read this. Even though I love Fourth Wing so much, I just feel like I'm going to hate this one because everyone else is hating it, and I've heard that it's like very politics heavy, and it's just, a lot of people saying it's kind of pointless and it's ruining the series for them, and I just don't want that to happen, because I loved Fourth Wing. So I know that the romance gets a little bit ruined in this. I'm very, very nervous, but I'm hopefully going to get to it very, very soon. Will I? I don't know, because I just keep putting it off and putting it off, because it's also really thick and it takes a lot of time to read, and the font is absolutely tiny. Like, why do people do this? I'll never understand. Fourth Wing is about Violet, and Violet, basically her mum, who is like the head of the war college that she is in, I'm pretty sure something along those lines. I always forget the mum's job description, but yeah, so her mum says to her, you are going to be a dragon rider, I don't care what you say, you are my daughter, no daughter of mine is going to be a scripter. No, that's not the right word, forgot the name of it. She says, you're not going to do that, you're going to be a dragon rider, which Violet has a lot of things in her way that's going to stop her from surviving this, because this war college is very, very rough, and Violet has a lot of things stopping her from surviving this, because she's got a syndrome, which means that she is always in pain, she's got very delicate bones, she's not very strong. It's called Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. They don't actually say that in Fourth Wing, but Rebecca Yarros has told people that that's what it is that she struggles with, and she has to go through all these trials and tribulations to try and survive this war college and to prove herself to people. Caraval by Stephanie Garber. See, this is a book I would like to read during autumn, but I'm not going to wait that long, I don't think, because I just really want to jump into this. And I also know that there is a novella coming out in November time, so I feel like I need to get through it before then. I love Stephanie Garber, I love the Once Upon a Broken Heart series, so I just feel like I'm gonna love this book, because I love the way she writes, I love her whimsical writing, her books are just so beautiful. But I don't actually fully know what Caraval's about. Literally all I know is, oh wait, I kind of do, it's basically about these two sisters, and one of the sisters gets a letter that they are being invited to Caraval, which is like a big thing in the world. Yeah, she gets a letter, so these two sisters end up going, but once they get there, her sister actually gets kidnapped, and the other sister realises that part of the game is for her to find her sister. That's all I know about it. I don't know much, but yeah, I'm very, very excited for the whimsical vibes. The Cruel Prince by Holly Black. This is another one that I just keep saying I want to read and I never do, but hopefully 2024 will be the year that I actually read this one. I've heard the best things about it. I know people absolutely adore this series. I'm new to the fantasy genre and I know that this is a politics heavy series. I feel like the best place for me to start is YA with politics because I'm not the best at following things like that, so hopefully this one will be nice and easy for me to read. They're also really short books and I just feel like I'm gonna hopefully love them because I've hyped it up a lot in my head. Final Offer by Lauren Asher, another last book in a series to finish off a series. 2024, at the beginning I would like to finish the Twisted series and the Dreamland Billionaire series because I feel like they've took me too long to finish even though I love them both so much. My phone's ringing, hold on. This is the one I've been eager to read like since the start. I have wanted to read Callahan's story just because he's like the brother that's very closed off, uses humour to cope, and he's got a lot of issues with alcohol as well, I'm pretty sure. The Dreamland Billionaire series is about three brothers and they all have their own love story. Basically they all have to do certain things to claim their inheritance off their grandfather. Specifically Callahan has to, I don't actually fully know what he has to do. I guess I'll find out when I read it. We have Things We Left Behind by Lucy Score. This is one that I'm a little bit nervous about because I know people are loving it because people have like really high expectations for this one, including myself because it's Lucian and Sloane, which are the two people we've all been waiting for since the start. So yeah, but I think I'm gonna love this one. I feel like I will. The Knockabout series is about a group of people in this small town. The small town is so freaking good in this series. This one is specifically about Lucian and Sloane, who are enemies, and you see that throughout all the books, so I'm excited to see where this one goes. Love on the Brain by Ali Hazelwood. I just need to get through her backlist because I own quite a few of her books and she's got 2 new books coming out this year, so I really need to catch up. I've only read The Love Hypothesis, so I need to read more of her books because she is the reason I fell in love with reading, and I just need to read more because I know I'm going to love this book. I'm probably going to love all her books, I just know it because the way she writes is just, it hits the heart. I love it so much. I don't actually really know what this one's about, to be honest, so I'm not going to give a synopsis. I just know it's a STEM romance, that's literally all I know. Practice Makes Perfect by Sarah Adams. This is one like I wish I got to last year, I just didn't. I really question myself because I put it on so many TBRs. I don't understand. I love Sarah Adams' When in Rome. I love that book so much. It's a 5-star for me. So I just really need to continue the series. This one is about Ali, who's like super innocent and shy, and she wants like someone to teach her how to date, how to flirt with men. So she asks Will Griffin, which is the security guard of the first girl in When in Rome, and they end up developing a connection with each other. So yeah, she also owns a flower shop which is on the cover, and it's so cute. She just seems adorable, so I can't wait to jump into this one. Next up we have The House in the Cerulean Sea by TJ Klune. I love this cover, it's just so freaking adorable. Like, what? This is one that I'm not fully sure what it's about. I just know it's like about an orphanage that this guy goes to visit, and they're like 6 dangerous children and they all live there. That's literally all I know, but there's like a really beautiful meaning behind this book. I know that people stand by TJ Klune, love his books because they're very beautiful. Yours truly by Abby Jimenez. If you watched my channel in 2023, you know how eager I've been wanting to read this book. I've mentioned it so many times, and I finally, at the start of 2024, I made the right decision and I read Part of Your World. Finally, so I can read this one because it's the second book in the series. This one I just know is going to hit my heart in so many ways because the main guy in it has anxiety and I have anxiety, so it's going to be nice to have a character to relate to, and I just know that this really shows what it's like to be in a relationship with someone who has anxiety. It's not always easy, trust me. I can't wait to read that in book form. And also I know that they're both doctors, and I'm pretty sure they get off on the wrong foot because he comes off as rude, but it's literally because of his anxiety and he doesn't really know how to communicate with people, but they end up like writing letters to each other. How adorable does that sound? This is gonna have me swooning, I just know it. Another one I can't wait for all of these. This is why they're on the TBR. Betting on You by Will Painter. This is on my January TBR. Hopefully I get to it. Hopefully I do, because it's going to be a quick one. I feel like I can read this in like 2 or 3 days. And Will Painter's books are very bingeable. I have no clue what this is about. It's just when I see that Will Painter's got a new book out, I grab it straight away. Legends and Letters, which this one I feel like I'm going to fall in love with because it's a cozy fantasy. It's about a magical coffee shop. Even though I don't drink coffee, I just feel like I'm going to love this book because it sounds so cozy and adorable. And I need to, like, because I'm new to fantasy, I feel like this is a good place to carry on with my fantasy reads because it's not too heavy. And also just look how beautiful. I think the UK edition of these books are absolutely stunning. Like, look at this cover. It is just gorgeous. Next book we have is one I don't own because it's a new release which comes out in February, but it is If Only I Had Told Her by Laura Nolan. My heart is going to be absolutely shattered when I read this one because If You Had Been With Me was one of my all-time favourite books, but it absolutely ripped my heart to shreds. And I am genuinely terrified for this book because it's in the POV of Finney and I just feel like I'm going to be an absolute mess when I read it. I've got a special edition coming from Waterstones and I'm going to be reading this straight away. One that I kept saying I was going to read in 2023 and I didn't. The Girls I'd Been by Tess Sharp. Again, this is one that I just don't understand why I haven't read it yet because I've been wanting to read it for ages. Still haven't got to it, even though I am so excited for it because it just sounds so intriguing. I know that Millie Bobby Brown's starring in the movie version of this. I don't know when it comes out. I don't know if it's still in filming, to be honest, because of the whole strike thing. This just sounds really, really intriguing because it's like about the daughter of a con artist basically, and she's a con artist as well, so yeah, I just think it's going to be so good. Like, it literally says on the back, my name is Rebecca, Samantha, Haley, Katie, Ashley, Nora. So she's constantly got all these identities and I think it's like about her trying to navigate that. So yeah, look, it says on the back, feature film in development with Millie Bobby Brown. So I need to read this. Don't know if the movie's coming out soon, but I need to read it anyway because I'm very intrigued by it. Next one is one I also don't own, The Brothers Hawthorne. This is one that I need to read because I love the Inheritance Games series. I'm just a little bit nervous because people aren't loving it because it's in only 2 of the brothers' POV, which I'm also a person that wishes we got all 4 of the brothers, but it is what it is. I get why Jennifer Lynn Barnes has only done 2 because they're the main characters, but still a bit annoying because it's called The Brothers Hawthorne. You'd think it would be about all the brothers, but it's not. But I'm still super excited to see what she's doing with this. Like, I think it's like a spin-off because it's nothing to do with what went on in the Inheritance Games. It's just like their life after. I do have a special edition coming for The Grandest Game, which is the 2nd in the spin-off series. I just love Jennifer Lynn Barnes, so when I saw the special edition I just had to get it. Hopefully I love the first one. Dance of Thieves by Mary E. Pearson. People rave, and I mean rave, about the enemies to lovers in this, and I just feel like I'm going to be one of those people that absolutely loves it. So I'm excited because I need to read more like fantasy enemies to lovers because it just hits different. When I read Fourth Wing I fell in love, and I feel like I'm going to fall in love with this as well. The only thing that puts me off is the font is tiny in the book and I just hate that, and it's a fairly thick book as well, so I thought it's going to take a while for me to get through. And there's a second one as well. I will be getting to this though as soon as I've cut down some of my series because it's one that I'm very, very excited about. Next up we have another fantasy, Powerless by Lauren Roberts. People are going crazy over this. Another one that's got like an amazing enemies to lovers, I think that's what they are. And again, this is one that sounds so intriguing, like the plot of this. So there's like the elites and then there's ordinaries. And the main girl in this is an ordinary and she's pretending to be an elite, but she ends up having to like get involved in these trials. So she's got to try and beat people that have powers, basically. I'm pretty sure that's like the basis of it. But there's an enemies to lovers between an elite and an ordinary, which is forbidden. So I feel like the tension in this is going to be next level. I think this is one that I really want to read in summer. But that is Mile High by Liz Tomford. I'm more excited for The Right Move, but I know I need to read this before I read The Right Move, just because everyone is obsessed with that romance. Like, the amount of good things I've heard about that one is crazy. So yeah, I need to read the first one. Belladonna by Adeline Gray. This one like, all of these intrigue me, but the reason why I really want to read this one is because people have said that if you love Once Upon a Broken Heart and you love the character Jax in that series, you'll love the character Death in this one, and I just want that. I don't think anyone will compare to Jax in the Once Upon a Broken Heart series, because he is amazing, he's an amazing character, but I still think I'm going to love this one as well. Something a little bit different as well, because I think it's a gothic fantasy, which just sounds really exciting and different. So yeah, and it's like about an orphan called Signa who can't die, I'm pretty sure. She has like a string of guardians, I'm pretty sure, and all of them keep dying, but she's the only one that seems to survive. I don't know if I've got that right, but it's something along those lines. Death is really confused by her, like, how is she still alive? I don't know, something along those lines. I don't fully know what it's about, but it sounds, from what I know, it sounds really good. Next book we have is Wildfire by Hannah Grace, which is one that I can't wait to get into because I read Icebreaker and I fell in love with the characters, although I don't really remember these two characters at all. Not really, anyway. Like, who is Russ? I don't know, but yeah. This one is set in a summer camp, so I'm going to try and leave it a little bit later into the year. Hopefully I do get to it very soon, fingers crossed, because I would like to continue the Maple Hills series. I want to stay caught up with it, because I don't want to fall behind, because I know it's going to be like a fairly long series. I think it's like 6 books she's doing. I could be wrong there, but yeah, I'd like to keep up with it. I've heard that this is a very sweet romance. I've heard that the main guy in it, Russ, is super golden retriever as well, like Nate was. Don't think anyone's going to compare to Nate in Icebreaker though, because he was next level golden retriever. But yeah, this one I just think is a fun one, and I would definitely like to get to it in 2024. So yeah, that is all the books. I'm pretty sure I've said all of them, hopefully. But that is the 24 books I would like to get to in 2024. I'll do a wrap up at the end of the year and we'll see how well I did. But I know that right now I'm very excited for all of these books, and they're all ones that I kind of need to get to, because I've been wanting to get to a lot of these for a long time now. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, and I feel like all these are potentially going to be quite highly rated books. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Give it a big thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!